So hi there, it's Francois here from the Green Homestead, and apologies that I whisper a little bit because my family is already in bed. It's late in the evening. Um, anyway, so what you see here is what I did for the last wound that I had while working on my homestead and tending to my goats. So I'm going to show you now, but it's not a bad wound, but there in my hand you can see a little bit of a gash. So what happened is I was too slow to give my goats their feed, and the buck decided it's a good idea to slam his horn into my hand and caused a fairly deep wound. Anyway, I think it's all the way down to the bone. Anyway, so what I did with this wound is what you see here, and also running water. So the first thing I did was to keep my hand, to keep the wound under running water for a couple of minutes, and I just rinsed it and rinsed it and rinsed it with running water. After the running water, we added some stall dripples. This is something that's purely South African. But as you can see, for the treatment of iron deficiency, anemias, and for stopping bleeding resulting from minor cuts and wounds. And the ingredients is 3 grams of ferric chloride for every 20 mils. Okay, so this is something purely South African. Another thing that I forgot to add, just a moment, since we are Christians, we also use the anointing oil. So before we added the stall dripples, we added some anointing oil, prayed over it, and believed that by Jesus' wounds we are healed. All right, then we added the stall dripples. After that, we added a dab of raw honey. So this honey is from one of our neighbors' hive. Um, so it's absolutely raw. It's not radioized or heat treated or anything like that. This is absolute pure raw honey. Okay, and local honey for that matter. Alright, so after I added a drop of honey, we covered the honey with a little bit of gauze, and after the gauze, a little bit of cotton wool over the gauze. And that's just for preventing the honey to spill all over the place. And the last thing we did was to cover it with bandage. Okay, so this is now on Tuesday. The accident happened on Sunday morning. This is Tuesday evening, Sunday morning. So from Sunday morning till this morning, we kept it. We continually every evening and every morning, we opened it up, added new honey, closed it again. The same routine as I discuss here, and there's absolutely no infection, no um, infection or irritation or something like that. I, as you can see, my hands are continuously dirty from the work that I do, and this is after I washed it for dinner, that my hand still looks like this. So this is kind of a permanent dirt in the calluses and stuff that you can see. Anyway, so despite working in a dirty environment, in the soil and with the animals and so on, there's no infection in this wound. So I'd love to hear what you do when you have wounds, and what do you do without going to a doctor to treat your wounds. What is your favorite wound dressing or wound care routine? Now I'm talking about minor cuts and stuff, minor wounds. I'm not talking major stuff like losing a leg or cutting off a finger or something like that. Just talking about minor wounds. So please share your ideas, or what you do, and what works for you. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to learn from you. So this is just what we recently did. to treat this small wound. Thank you for watching. We'll chat in the comments and we'll chat in the next video. So God bless you. Until next time. Bye bye.